Hello everyone, welcome to our complete CBSE Class 12th English course for the academic session 26-27. So students, if your target is to score above 95 or 95, then this series is specially made for you. Before we discuss further, let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Princy Sharma and I'll be mentoring you throughout this course. Now, don't think or don't consider me just like another teacher. I'll be there with you in your journey. I'll be there with you since you'll be starting your first chapter till your board examination. Now, as we are starting this class, I want you all to promise yourself one thing. Just say it in your mind that this year I will be studying English, not just to pass the examination. I will study English to enjoy it, to understand it. Now see, students, don't worry. There are a lot of myths about English that there are a lot of myths that if you are not fluent in English, you won't be able to score. But there's nothing to do with the fluency. There's one secret. The CBSE English board examination does not test your fluency. So don't worry if you are not good if you are not having good vocabulary or if you are not having fluency in English. Now, if CBSE is not testing fluency, let's see what actually it demands. Now, there are certain things which will help you to understand, to achieve your target. Now let me give you a situation. Whenever you want to reach a location, what do? You type on Google Map and you are following the directions. Similarly, students, what happens in English is that when you want to score above 95 or 95, you need to follow the correct strategy. And that strategy you'll be getting in this video. This is introductory video where we'll be making a strategy which is going to help you throughout your preparation for the English board examination. Now, we were discussing that what CBSE English board examination demands from you, like what the examiner expects from you. Let's see. First thing is understanding the text. Understanding the text. This is the first thing which CBSE demands from you. That is understanding the text. And second thing is logical understanding. Logical understanding. And when we are going towards the writing section, it demands, in writing section, what it demands, the correct format. Now students, listen. English is very beautiful subject, and also one more thing, it's very scoring subject. Like see, unlike other subjects, it's not having complicated calculations, you're not having those typical formulas to learn. You're just having simple things. And you remember in the beginning I said that you have to promise one thing to yourself, and what was there, that this year you'll be studying English to understand it, to enjoy it. Now, one question I would like to ask you, when you're watching a movie, tell me, what are you learning first? The dialogues of the movie, or I can say the story of the movie? Come on, think over it. Obviously, I think your answer is story. Not only yours, but everybody, first understand the story of that particular movie. Similarly, what CBSE is actually demanding, it's not demanding that last minute you're just reading the chapters. It's not like that last minute you are sitting and you're reading the chapters. No, it's not like that. You need to understand certain things. Like see, in this, if I tell you particular about this course, it's going to be very systematic, and I'm not going to tell you to, give so much time to just study English. I know there are other subjects also, but you'll be studying English, you'll be enjoying it, but we'll be following a strategy, we'll be following a way, we'll be creating a roadmap, and you'll be following the direction to it. And believe me, you won't be getting bored by studying it. Now let's see. Okay, now let's discuss about the reality of board exams. Now, obviously you are in class 12th. Once again, welcome to the beautiful academic journey of class 12th. This is going to be your last year of school time. Class 10th board examination you must have already given, and there must be certain things which you have already learned from class 10th. But let's discuss few myths or the reality of board exams. Why students lose marks? First thing, why students are losing marks? See, if we want to, what I discussed earlier, that if you want to reach, if you want to reach for a particular destination, you need to follow the correct way. You need to follow the direction. You need to have the idea. You need to, figure out the way, path to it. So, what students do, they lose marks due to poor strategy. Last minute, what they are doing? They are just reading the answers from the refreshers, avoiding reading chapters from NCERT. So, that is not acceptable. We can read the chapters, that too, in a very interesting way. So, here students lose marks due to poor strategy, that is, the weak answer presentation, lack of writing practice, and poor time management. See, here we are talking about class 12th English. English which you are studying since your class 1. Now it needs to be upgraded. So these are the reality that why students are losing marks. So we are not going to do such mistakes. We are going to learn out from these mistakes. Now what they are going to learn out from these mistakes, let's see. First thing, let's come on to the main, if you have seen the thumbnail of the video, that how to score 95 or 95 above. I told you that we'll be following a strategy, though I said that we are not having any complicated formula in English, but this one, you can say mind formula, or you can say one mantra which mantra will help you to be close to your target, that is to score 95 above or 95. Your 95 plus score formula. Knowledge. We'll be having complete knowledge. We won't be just getting that knowledge just by reading the chapters or just by following any refreshers. We are not going to gain knowledge from that perspective, but we are going to get that knowledge particularly by understanding the chapter, by conceptual understanding. Second is presentation. Now let me give you one small example. Now see the answer. Lencho had faith in God. Now let me give you one situation, that is Lencho had faith in God. There are two students, student A, student B. This is student A answer and this is student B answer. Lencho had unbreakable and unshakable faith in God, and unshakable faith in God. See, there are two students, student A, who has just written simple answer. See, You are in class 12th, you need to understand that level. First answer is Lencho had faith in God. Whereas student B, who has read each and every line very carefully from the NCERT book. So what student B has written, Lencho had unbreakable and unshakable faith in God. So what do you think? Whose answer will be considered perfectly correct? What do you think? Obviously, your answer will be student B. So this is about this I was talking. This is your presentation. And obviously the consistency. You can't, just leave English for the last moment. That before 1 month, you'll just start it and you'll score. No. Consistency is the key, which we are going to follow. So, your 95 plus score formula will be knowledge, the perfect and the correct knowledge. Presentation, you'll learn how to, we'll be going through PYQs where you'll be understanding that what actually the examiner expects from you, what sort of answer examiner is expecting from you. And after that, consistency, obviously, I'm not telling you that avoid other subjects, but yeah, you need to, don't give too much. Just give 20 minutes. That much consistency is more than sufficient. Now let's move further. Now, let's discuss about latest CBSE exam structure. What is there in that? Let's see. First is reading skills. Second, creative writing, which is there of 18 marks. See, reading skills. Now, this one, as I told you in beginning, this is strategy video. You are getting, when everybody will be getting 15 minutes to read the question paper. At that time, you can be smart enough. What you can do at this time, when you'll be getting those 15 minutes, you can utilize those. Like I'm not telling you that when you're getting those 15 minutes, just read the paper once. But after that, don't just, if you are stuck with some answer, don't stuck over there. Just go towards reading skills, see the answers and just, just start finding answers in your mind. Another thing is there, that is creative writing, which is the most scoring, which is most important. Why this is important? See, it is all fixed format. See, unlike other subjects, we are having different sort of formulas, calculations we are having, lot of things to learn you are having, but in reading skills, if I say in creative writing, you are having particular format that is going to be same. And in detail, we'll be discussing this one thing which has been added to this, that is quite easy. And this is first thing, it's scoring, and here you are getting options also. So again, I can say that this is scoring. And last one is our literature, which is, which is understanding the stories. So this was the exam structure which is there in class 12th English. Now let's move further. Now let's see each and every topic. Reading skills, if I go, first is reading skills. In this, again, it's that traditional approach only. You are getting unseen comprehensions. 2 unseen comprehensions you are getting. Further, if I move towards our scoring and the best thing, that is writing skills. Writing skills. Now first one, if I say, there are 4 things in this. First thing is notice. Now see students, notice writing is very easy and it's scoring also. You are having a fixed format which you need to follow, and even the mark segregation is all like mark segregation is there for the presentation, content, format, everything is carrying marks. So basically it's very scoring, directly you can get marks over there. Second is new topic which has been added to your syllabus, that is formal invitation. What it is? Formal invitation, and it includes reply also. Both the things are there. That is formal invitation and reply, that is new addition. You can say it as new addition which has been added. This is new addition which has been added to class 12th English CBSE. Now, one thing which is not having option is that is notice writing. But in second you are having option formal, informal, that option you will be getting. And third, if I say, third is letter writing. Letter writing. Now, letter to the editor, you must be, well aware with this topic. Two options are there, that is letter to the editor and another is job application. Now, if I talk about job application, it includes your CV with that. So, it's optional. Again, if you feel like that, you can go for letter to the editor. And even the job application is also easy. So, letter to the editor and job application. These things are fixed, and your best part is that you are having options. It's optional. And fourth one is article, or we can say like article and report writing. Again, it's optional. Article and report writing. So, see, let me give you a gist of that, what we have seen. Reading skills. What is there in reading skills? You are getting 2 unseen comprehension, and obviously answers are over there only. You need to just read it properly. That is also scoring, but nowadays it's very diversified. One is factual and other is again in comprehension form only. So you need to be very careful with the factual one. Now let's move to reading skills. First is notice writing. Again, see, notice writing is very easy, but you need to practice it. This fixed format of it, and again there's no option to it. Second is formal invitation reply. That is the new edition which we'll be doing in a very interesting way, so don't worry about that. Third is letter writing. Now, letter to the editor or job application. Both are easy. Like in this, you are getting option. So it's up to you. It's your, the way of the one which you want to opt, you can opt. Both are easy. Article and report writing, which will be of 120 to 150 words. So this is your, see, first one is carrying 22 marks. This is carrying 18 marks. Now let's move to literature. Now let's talk about literature, which is going to be of 40 marks. Now literature is going to be of 40 marks. What will be there? Simple, see, if I talk about literature, it's of 40 marks and 2 books you are having, that is Flamingo and Vistas. Now see, Flamingo and Vistas. See, whenever you will be doing this whenever you will be doing this portion, that is of literature, we'll be following a particular pattern. We'll be, doing it in a manner that will be generating curiosity. First thing, see, whenever we'll be doing prose, we'll be understanding about the one author who has written that. We'll be understanding the author, we'll be understanding the story, what is out there in the story, we need to understand it, then only we'll be gaining interest in that. And if I talk about, if we are doing poetry, we'll be understanding the poetic devices, we'll be understanding the expressions, we'll be understanding the emotions. And obviously, when you are going to get this, it will gradually become interesting for you. See, when you'll be following a structure, for once or maybe for twice, it will be new for you. You'll be, it will be time consuming at that time, but once you'll become habitual of it, you'll enjoy it. Let's move further. Now, let's discuss it deeply. As I told you, this is introductory video. We'll understand how to study English in a correct manner. This is going to be like a roadmap to score 95 or 95 above. So let's see how to score 20 plus out of 22. How you can score? It's very easy. First, read questions first. This I already mentioned that when you are getting those extra 15 minutes, you can read question first. Now see, when you are reading question, one more thing you can do, you can underline the keywords. When you are underlining the keywords, what happens that it is priming your brain to find exact answers. At times what we do, we just read the answer casually, we are ignoring the keywords. But when you are reading the question first, what it does, it primes your brain to find exact answer. And my proven suggestion is, please do underline the keywords. It's really important. Hardly it will take seconds, but it will gradually help you in finding answer. Underline the keywords. Focus on the most crucial information in the passage. Avoid assumptions. Now, why I asked you to underline the keywords? All these things are interlinked. When you'll be underlining the keyword, you'll be gradually getting that what the question is actually demanding. Because at times what we do, we write answers according to assumption. But no. That passage can be factual, so you need to stick to the data which is given over there. So avoid assumptions. Base every answer strictly on the provided text. Manage time. Strictly allocate 20 minutes maximum for this session. Now, time management. Time management is crucial. At times we avoid time management, but that is also part of your, that is also part of your target, which is just remember that how you can score. When you'll be, whenever you'll be manifesting that you are going to get score above 95 or 95, you'll gradually get. But not just by manifesting, you need to follow the correct strategy. So, these were certain things. Read questions first, underline keywords, avoid assumptions, manage time. Let's move further. Now, section B, writing skills, which I have already which I have already discussed with you. Now, let's take a gist of it. Formats decides your marks. Now, this truly applies to this. It's correctly said that formats decide your marks. You need to follow the format. Master formats. Notice, invitation, letter, article and report. They are having particular formats. So you need to follow those formats. Follow CBSE guidelines. Strictly, what you need to do, you need to be well aware of the official layout provided by the CBSE board. Use formal vocabulary. Maintain an objective and professional tone in writing. What you need to do, you need to maintain an objective and professional tone in writing. Now see, first thing, this is very scoring, and again I'm reminding, this is optional. Only notice writing is the one which is not having any option. Rest, other all, they are optional. Now let's move further. Section C, literature, the highest scoring section. Now, but there's one twist in that see, this is of 40 marks and it is having long answer type question, that is of 6 marks. They are not coming directly from the book. They are coming, they are coming competency based, you can say, or you can say they are coming in the value based form. So, you need to be, you need to have proper conceptual understanding of it. Focus extensively on themes and keywords. This is what I said, that see, again, when you are just reading a chapter, whenever you are just reading a chapter, you are not, following the correct way. The correct way is that, see, what do you do? Whenever you want to go to top, you climb this, you start from bottom, then you reach top. So definitely, here also the same patterns is followed. What happens that First thing, whenever you are starting with the chapter, you need to understand the theme. And if you remember, I had discussed that example of that Lencho had faith in God. Student A had written, Lencho had unbreakable and Lencho had unbreakable and unshakable faith in God. This was written by student B, which was, just from NCERT. And when examiner checks such type of lines, they are very impressive. Learn deep and accurate character analysis. Rigorously practice extract-based question. Yes, we are having 2 extract-based questions also. So that also you need to study well. Now let's move further. Now, let's come to your 2 books. Flamingo, which is prose and poetry. Know what CBSE asks. What is CBSE actually demanding? I told you that CBSE is not testing the fluency, but it is demanding your deep understanding. You can say your logical, conceptual based understanding. Context of important lines. Value-based questions are there, and yeah, obviously CBSE follows the previous year trends. Now, it's not just like that you are reading the chapter and you are just getting the answer, and not even by just listening. You need to give a practice. Now, I'm not saying that don't practice for hours. Just more than 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or an answer in a day is more than enough. Now, let's see further. Now, Vistas. It is a small book, but it's having a big impact. So, there are certain tips which you can follow. First thing, read it carefully. Ensure every chapter is thoroughly understood. You need to ensure that you understand each chapter in a very effective manner. Analyze symbolism, grasp the underlying message and symbols which are out there. Synthesize, prepare 3 to 5 key points or takeaways per chapter. I'm not asking you to, practice so much, but whenever we are discussing, you can copy down important keywords which will, enhance the vocabulary of your answer. Let's move further. Now see, the biggest myth is reading chapters is not preparation. Both reward answer writing. This is what I'm telling you since beginning. Both rewards answer writing, and I had discussed with you. Suppose see, let's talk about a house. You are building a house, but for this such a big structure, what is required? When you are building just take it as a situation, when you are building a house, what is the main thing which is required? The main thing is you have to lay the foundation. So, foundation is important. Foundation is important. Similarly, NCERTs are very important. As I have told you about the situation, when you are building a house, the foundation which you are laying, that is important, because on that structure will be dependent. So that foundation needs to be very, very strong. So the reading of the chapter is not your preparation, because what board actually rewards is answer writing, and obviously presentation matters. Keywords, they increase your marks. Let's move further. Now, toppers answer writing strategy. How examiners award marks? Now see, first thing is introduction. When I told you, whenever you are targeting something, you need to follow a roadmap. Now that roadmap will be your strategy. You can customize your strategy, but you need to understand. See, first thing is introduction. Set a strong premise immediately. Explanation. After introduction, the second thing is explanation. Build depth and clarity. Your answer should have depth, clarity. It should have conceptual learning and understanding as well. Evidences, conclusions. Prove points and close firmly. You need to prove points and you can close it firmly. Highlight keywords. See, keywords are very important. Even when you are reading a story, you can make a book. In that book, you can write certain keywords, certain lines also you can write, and when you are going to write those lines in your answer, they are going to, give a big impact in your answers. Highlight keywords. Write concise paragraphs. Ensure extreme readability. Now, you need to write concise paragraphs, and important thing, don't forget word limit. Stick to the word limit. Don't forget word limit. Now, as we have discussed that, see, in this series, it's all, designed according to students. How they can learn. It's not possible. I understand that you are having other subjects also. It's not possible to give a lot of time to just English also because you are having other subjects also. But we can, give little bit time to English because by the end of the class, you'll be understanding that it can be your, one of the highest scoring subject in your boards. First thing, finish the paper with confidence. Now, time management is very much important. Reading. The suggested time which should be is just 20 minutes. Don't give more than 20 minutes. It's more than sufficient. Writing, 35 minutes. Literature, 65 minutes. Revision, 15 minutes. So, finish the paper with the confidence. Now, let's come to the main point, the gist. How you can, we have discussed what you can do, we have discussed do's and don'ts. But the main thing, the main, main mantra to score 95 or 95 above is the 30-minute daily plan. It's very easy. Obviously, you can take out 30 minutes for your English subject, and how you are going to utilize those 30 minutes, let's see to it. 10 minutes reading. Now, I'm not telling you reading that you are going to read particularly, read the books, read the NCERTs. You are having newspaper, read English newspaper, because see, I told you that in reading skills, you are having, first thing you are having, one comprehension will be in paragraph form and other will be factual base. So when you will be reading English newspaper, you will be getting a lot of things through it. So it's better that daily, I told you consistency is the key. So 10 minutes daily you need to give for your reading. So 10 minutes writing practice. Just take any, suppose you have done, if I say take any chapter, suppose you have done the last lesson. Just take one PYQ of that and just start writing answer. And then after that, analyze your answer, what you have written. And gradually, by the end of the month, you'll be expertise in that. So, 10 minutes writing practice is must. 10 minutes revision. 10 minutes revision. Suppose if you are just stick on one source. Students, I'm telling you not to, use refreshers. They are just giving you summary. But CBSE is not requiring summary. It demands the understanding. That too in depth. So, you need to, stick to one source and just rely on that and just follow that and daily do 10 minutes revision of that. Now, what this course promise you? Like, see, I told you that this series is going to, prove useful for you. Not only prove useful for you, but yeah, it's going to prove that you can score 95 or 95 above in a very relaxing manner by enjoying English, that too in a very interesting way. First thing is that you'll be getting steady materials, board-oriented notes. Like I discussed that answer, Lencho had faith in God, if you remember. And the second one, the student B, which he had written that Lencho had unbreakable and unshakable faith in God. So such type of pointers you'll be getting over here. Full sample papers, live revision sessions. See, when you are following a particular, when you are following a particular way, then learning becomes very easy. So, students, I hope that this introductory video was very useful for you, and I assure you that just like another teacher, I'm not going to be, the same as them, but I'll be there in your journey since the first chapter, which we'll be starting in our class, which will be there tomorrow, till your board examination. I'll be assisting you from your first chapter to the board examination. I'll be there with you in your understanding, and remember one thing. Daily you need to, give 30 minutes. 30 minutes is more than enough. You don't require much more time than that. So, your current level is, it doesn't matter. If you're not, if you're not fluent in English, forget it. Doesn't matter. Because CBSE, you remember that secret, what I told you, that CBSE is not demanding the fluency. It is not there to test your fluency. It's there to test your conceptual understanding, your depth in learning. So, your current level is not your final level. Be consistent, ask questions, trust the process. Because see, those who are scoring 95 plus above, it's not necessary. They are not fluent in English, but they are smart. Why they are smart? Because they are knowing how to follow the correct strategy. So, my final message is that your current level is not your final level. Be consistent. That is very much important. And other than being consistent is that trust yourself, trust the process. So tomorrow onwards we'll be starting, like see, little bit, let me give you a mapping that in Flamingo we are having 8 chapters. We are having the last lesson, the lost spring, deep water, the rat trap, indigo, pancakes, the interview, going places. These are the chapters of Flamingo. Poems also we are having My Mother at 66, Keeping Quiet, A Thing of Beauty, Roadside Stand, and Jennifer's Tiger Sea. Suppose if I tell you about chapters, we'll be understanding about author, we'll be understanding the story. Now see, why we need to understand the author? Because we need to understand that what that author is trying to say through that story. That's why we need to know about the author. And even in poems, we'll be understanding poetic expressions and poetic devices as well. Now, if I talk about another book, that is Vistas, in that we are having the third level, Tiger King, Journey to the End of the Earth, The Enemy, On the Face of It, Memories of Childhood. So this is all 40 marks, which I have, just said it in such a quick manner, but yeah, in depth it's little bit vast, but don't worry, we'll be doing it in a very interesting way. And just remember your promise that this year you're not going to just study to pass the examination, but you'll be studying English to enjoy it, to understand it. See, English is not just like that, it's a skill learning it is, because it's going to help you in other competitive examination, in your college interviews, public speaking. Lot of aspects are there. It is vast and it is one of the beautiful subjects. So lastly, I would like to end with that, believe me, your current level is not your final level, and I want all of you there to be with me. Tomorrow we'll be starting chapter from Flamingo, The Last Lesson. And just have faith in you that 95 plus is achievable. And believe me, you'll score it. So, we'll meet you in tomorrow's class, that is the last lesson. Thank you. Have a good day.